Hi. Oh yeah, my name's Bruce, and this is my channel. And geez, you know, I'm not quite used to this, but anyway, I had a new bike day yesterday, 2 days ago. Had a new bike day, and I had intended to make a little bit of a video of picking up the bike and such like that, and talking about this bike, but I failed. The reason I failed is because if you've been following, you'll know that I'm actually not all that great at making these videos. So in typical fashion, I get myself all set up and then I forget to press record. That's a pretty common affliction that I have. Anyway, but I got a new bike, sort of. Is better than me. And I'm a great believer in patronage, in the sense that if someone's treating you well, then building a relationship is a positive step. If you're able to build a relationship over time of trust and expectation, then that relationship should be rewarded and nurtured and fostered. And there's a bike store, it's called Cycle Solutions, and I've been going there for quite a long time, like 20 years. And the owner is relatively my age. Actually, he's younger than me. And he always treats me really well. And so I get my bikes there. And I don't get them for free. I pay for them. And this bike, I didn't get it for free. I was paying for it. But I took it out for a real good test. And it was kind of a version of a ridiculous affair. I'm saying it was ridiculous because it's huge. It's a cargo bike. It's a Trek Haul 2 or Trek. It's got the word 2 in the name. I forget exactly, but it's big. It's big. It's electric, and you can haul stuff with it. You can fill it up with cargo. You can take children. You can ride around. You do all kinds of things. This is another Trek Fetch 2. This is my friend's. And these guys can make anything, and so they just made, because my friend wants to take his surfboard and his wing foil and go wing surfing with this affair. So those are custom made gorgeousness. That's what that is. Goodness gracious. Custom made gorgeousness. It's a great bike, I must say. And I kind of enjoyed it. However, I'm not 100% that it's going to work out for me, and the store was generous enough to allow me to take it on an ample tryout session to see if it was going to fit in with my lifestyle and my needs. And I'm not 100% sure that it is, because it's huge, and you have to have a place to keep it. And it's electric, so you have to have a place to charge it, which is no big deal. I have that. And it's very, very heavy. So the place that I normally keep my bikes, I carry them up onto the front porch of my house or whatever. And this thing is it's really heavy, so I can't. And I'm considering constructing something in the back as a kind of a garage to keep the bike, but that's a bit of a step. I don't know if I'm quite ready for that. And then also my physical reality, I'm not certain if I'm going to be able to ride that bike as much as it really deserves. So anyway, but it's a great bike, let me tell you. It's electric. You can go really quite far on it. You can go up big hills, hauling stuff. You can go around, I'm going to say like around 70 kilometers or something. That has a Bosch motor and a nice integration with your phone, and it tells you all about your different support levels and how fast you're going and how far you're going. It gives you your maps, and it's very, very sophisticated. It's great. I enjoy all that. It just that like, I'm still me, okay? Getting a new bike doesn't make me into a different person. Still me. Okay, on that. And then lately I've been talking about housing, and I regard that there's a genuine crisis of housing in North America, in Canada, the world really. And I think that this genuine crisis requires kind of an industrial solution. By industrial, I mean, I consider there's different levels of things, like retail. What is retail? Means that you own a coffee shop and you make coffees for your level of customers. It's a neighborhood coffee shop. So let's say over the course of the day, you're going to make like 200 coffees, which is a fair number of coffees, or maybe a higher number. But you're not Starbucks, and you're not Nescafe, you're not Maxwell House, and you're not Cafe de Colombia. It's a smaller affair. And then the next level might be, I say, it's a wholesale problem. It needs a wholesale solution. A wholesale problem is you're going to distribute coffee to a bunch of coffee shops, or you're going to distribute foodstuffs to restaurants that are going to be made into wholesale. It's a next level up from retail. It's a little bit more organized, and it requires a level of discipline that not everyone has. But wholesale businesses, and they work on a tighter profit margin, and they're successful. I have friends that are in the wholesale business, and if you go back to my earlier videos, I talked about my sort of first experience with getting really great advice from really great people. Not my first experience, that's incorrect, but a couple of friends of mine, or parents of classmates who became business associates of mine, who owned wholesales. They're great people. They give me advice. The next level is industrial. So I regard the housing shortage and the housing crisis as an industrial problem, and it warrants an industrial level of problem solving. Like, we need millions of houses. And when I say house, once again, I mean dwellings. We need a place for people to live. So we need millions, not thousands, not hundreds, not dozens, not scores, but millions. And if you're going to create millions of dwellings in a reasonably expeditious time frame, then that requires a different version of thinking, where your allocation of resources is different. And I've talked about how if someone's building a $10,000 a square foot house, and at one point that was fine, but really these days not so much. But anyway, that. And then I want to talk about, I mentioned heat pumps, and heat pumps are really great. And in my last video, where I had a little bit of a conflict with a goose, or a couple of videos ago, whenever it was, conflict with a goose, we resolved our conflict, but I talked about heat pumps, and someone left a really great comment. And if you know that at the core of my channel, or me here, is I think that I'm making videos that are about economics. They're about macroeconomics, about public policy, about personal economics, and economics is a very important concept. And this comment that the gentleman left on the video, or person left on the video, said, "Oh, this guy, disregard him, he's a typical homeowner." Typical homeowner, yeah. Typical in the sense that I want to maximize my enjoyment. I want to maximize my comfort for my given level of resources. And the way that you do that these days is by just examining the options that are before you and maximizing what you have in the context of the world, in the context of you. So combustion is very harmful. Wildly harmful. Cape Breton Island in Canada, Nova Scotia, over the course of the past 150 years, have been greater than 2,000 fatalities in coal mining deaths. So that's combustion. Okay. Petrochemical industry. It's a hazardous pursuit, I'll tell you, and it has tremendous deleterious effects upon our world. I mean, climate change it's a real deal. So, typical homeowner. Okay, so the way that typical homeowner is going to maximize your utility, maximize your joy, maximize the pleasure that you have from your daily life is you're going to examine how your home is heated, how your home is cooled. And at this moment, heat pumps, they simply work. You get 5 units of joy from 1 unit of energy. This is real. And the fact that they're electric allows us to have greenhouse gas emissions-free heating, greenhouse gas emissions-free cooling. That is a big deal. And typical homeowner, I mean, one time as a typical homeowner, my career typical homeowner, one of the things that I did, and I wanted to make this video outside, but my access to the outside has been at this moment curtailed. But one of the things that I did do in my career was I was really, I was the final technical say-so authority on a thing called the deep lake cooling. It was a glorified heat pump. Heat pump that is being used to cool buildings in the Toronto area at a massive scale. N-Wave what we do is we take the heat from the buildings and we put it in the lake. Okay? And I don't mean the heat from a house. I mean the heat from Epic buildings. The building that I'm standing in now, it's a very, very large building, and it's part of the N-Wave system, and other buildings around me are also part of the N-Wave system. It gives you an opportunity to take the heat from here and put it over there. It's great. And yeah, typical homeowner. So anyway, my name's Bruce. This is my channel. If you enjoy the videos, please subscribe. If you don't like the videos, subscribe anyway. I want this video to be good. I want it to be better than it is, but at the same time, I don't want to get so mired down in making things better that I don't make anything at all. Okay? So that's it. But now, if you're looking to heat and cool your house, then the modern way is insulation, air sealing, and heat pumps. They're awesome, really. Oh, another thing is people are going on about the price of gas around here. It's gone up by like 20 cents a liter or whatever, that's 80 cents a gallon, or $1 a gallon in the last couple of days. The price of gas has gone up by $1 a gallon, and the cost for me to drive my car 250 miles remains $2.10. Okay? Keep that in mind. Oh, by the way, please subscribe. I said that already, I don't care. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for paying attention. Thank you for watching. Thank you for everything. I sincerely appreciate it. And if you get a chance, do a kind deed or say a nice word. Bye.